This game, ladies and gentlemen, is quite special to me. X610Z came to be last year, I believe. It's a Dutch company, and they came out with this concept of a collectible card game played on a board that looked absolutely amazing, truly, genuinely amazing, to the point where they actually sell the board as artwork that you can hang on your wall, and it's absolutely beautiful. It had a few glitches here and there, and after a bit of reconsideration they decided to repackage the game, redevelop it and make something different. This is the result, and it's a good result. I will admit I have opened the box to see what's inside, but not all the components of the box, so I'm going to be surprised about a few things. So far I can tell you that what's in this box, yeah, top notch. So without further ado, right, actually, before I lift the lid of this, I want to pay a little bit of attention to the board itself, the box itself and the illustration. To start with, it looks gorgeous, but also I want to point out how fantastic the composition is. In the background you have the cartography that features inside the game, but it's not, because the colours are very muted and the palette has been very well thought. It doesn't really stand out too much. The creatures portrayed in here, again, the very reduced palette gives an awful lot of impact. And most importantly, what's really cool about this is how all the lances have been placed. So your eye is being drawn right to the title, the Ruins of Chaos, and the logo of X610Z. This is a very well thought cover for a book. It looks gorgeous. Now that follows a trend that X610Z started with the original card game, because it was just absolutely stunning. Inside the box, the first thing we see is the book of rules. The book of rules is pretty weighty, it's pretty meaty, and it's quite heavy. It's been printed on very good paper, which is nice to see. They have not spared in design for these rules manuals. There is a ton of information, and it is very beautifully laid out. No doubt whoever has done this is a true professional. This is fantastic. This is genuinely beautiful. I have no fear of saying Fantasy Flight Games, ask these people to lay your rules from now on. Because this is just amazing. Properly amazing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Then we have the board. The game is a combination of cardboard and card games and board game. And what you're looking at, this is the back. And even the back looks gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. The front looks like this. Absolutely lovely cartography in the background that you can see, and this is the map of the area where you're going to be playing. And this spiral kind of labyrinth is where you place your ships, your boats, your vessels that will be able to move in order to attack your opponents. The board is thick, seems very well made. It's bending a little bit, so it's going to need a bit of taming from that point of view. But it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely lovely. And although I am a massive fan of Jonathan Roberts' cartography from Fantastic Maps, this, as cartography goes, is as good as it gets. This is lovely. Incredibly good impression so far. Quick reference rules, very nice. Very nice indeed. Very handy. And a promo code. Whoa, sounds good. Now we get the tokens. And the tokens, nice, brightly colored, very easy to distinguish. And they are actually very nice to handle. Very, very nice. They mount on these, I presume. Correctly. Like so. So we'll need a little bit of looking into, but so far so good. A little bit wonky, but I'm sure that is just because I am clumsy setting this up. But if I did it a bit more carefully, they would play very nice indeed, as they do. Very nice, actually. I do like how they have arranged. Allow me to show you. Instead of having carved the hole at the right thickness, you get the whole of the thickness, but also these little engravings there. So this opening is a little bit flexible and elastic. So this thing will fit neatly inside with a little bit of jigging. That is a very good idea, because there's no risk of the cutting being too thick, so you get the pieces loose. That is a very, very neat idea. That is actually very impressive. The inside of the box is gorgeous. What is not to like about this? It is just gorgeous. With your slots for the cards, and even a little box for your tokens. How neat is that? How well thought is that? This is attention to detail in the extreme. Excellent, top marks. Every deck of cards, it's a collectible card game, and a living card game, I believe, as well. So you can buy, or you will be able to buy the decks already made. Nice box. And if we open this, so we can take a look at the card. Oh yeah, oh yes, this is brilliant. Nice, thick, lovely to handle, nice shine, not easy to get dirty. The illustrations are just stunning. Very, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. They certainly have not spared in style. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is why this game is so special to me. Ladies and gentlemen, here I am. Nothing wrong with good old-fashioned blood money. Paco Garcia Jaén, trader of the Pirate Confederacy. That is me. I am in a game. Look, my cat likes the game. I am in a game. I kid you not when I say this is one of the coolest things that have ever happened to me in my life, because I even look like that. I don't have a patch. I don't have a parrot. I'm going to have to sort that one out. Oh my god. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. So, I'm really in love with that. Really like it. Seriously, the other decks, just as lovely. You get a lot in this little box. What you get is also very inviting. There is no question whatsoever that the designers of this game are designers at heart, both game-wise and artistically speaking. being a graphic artist myself, an artist of sorts, to me that means an awful lot, because they're obviously making the utmost to make sure that visually the player is getting the best experience that the player can get. Considering that so far it's not easy to see a small company with a relatively small game producing this quality of artwork. These guys are putting an awful lot of risk into this. I truly hope I'm going to like the game. I have already heard from other people, Mark Rivera from Board Games in Blighty, the guy who co-hosts the podcast, the Board Game podcast with me. He loves it, and I trust his instinct. I do trust him as a gamer. So I'm quite confident that I'm going to like it, but I really am hoping that I'm going to like it a lot, because this company is one that I would love to be able to support. Quantum Magic has done incredibly well producing this game. I cannot recommend this enough. By first impressions, this is probably, outside Fantasy Flight, this is probably the best produced game I have ever seen. Incredibly well done, 10 out of 10. Very well done.